Haven't. What a great time. Uh, what a great time to be alive in this world. Today is the 14th, January 14th, 2023. 23 days in, and another beautiful day in paradise, of course. Good to see the good people out there in the world who can think for themselves, of course. Man, like I told you guys before, it's all downhill. There's no rush. There's no clout to catch up to. There's no ladder to climb. There's none of that in the real world. Just hard work and dedication, motivation. Press one. Life is a marathon. And we're not in a rush to do anything. Press one. Hit that like button and subscribe. Shout out to the people in the chat room, of course. Not in a rush. It came out today that Candace Owens is now denouncing Donald J. Trump. Press one, but we already knew that watching Gillz. Press one. We already knew that if we're watching the row, because we know she is. We know they over there worried, panicked. What the hell is these people going to say next? What type of conspiracy is this one? Press one. What type of madness? I mean, who talks about this? They're supposed to believe one thing and one thing only. No, ma'am. Sir. No, ma'am. So today I want to do something different. I want to show the good side of Kev. Press one. If there wasn't already a good side to Kev, I will show an even better side to Kev. Press one. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up. I want to give my haters a chance to see the real side. And that's all. And today we're going to talk about Candace Owens. Did Candace Owens recruit Andrew Tate? Gillz exclusive, because I usually don't come on Saturdays. So I'm not going to block nobody. But I do want to talk about all sides of this huge catastrophe we call Tate Gate 2023. Now, I know the whole internet is bashing Andrew Tate. Everybody's turning on him. Press one. I see the Quran in his hand. Press one. Anybody who pick up any scripture to better their life, there's some form of God and goodness in them. Press one. You could have been a demon yesterday. Press one. Some things got to happen for you to realize who you are and bring you back to reality. That's always a blessing. So I don't want people to get my jokes confused with hate or nothing. A lot of what people see is jokes. We go hard. We protect the row, but we are mindful. We do got an open mind, and we do talk about the what ifs on top of the what ifs, because any of the what ifs can be the big what if. Press one. So to all the dweebs out there, I want y'all to know I'm a dweeb as well. Press one. I'm a nerd too. I'm just a cool nerd. A real cool nerd. Press one. I'm just like you. We all out here looking for some type of bravado and some type of man to attach to squash this fucking feminist empire that just seemed to overwhelm us at time. We already fucked up. Press one. Even the women know. You see the women doing podcasts now, admitting this shit. That's a beautiful thing to hear a bunch of women say that shit. Naturally. No corporation backing, nothing. Just natural, real conversations of these things. Real women who was watching Kevin Samuels and like, okay, they got some message out of that. Cool. Same thing goes with the Andrew Tate. Press one. The Andrew Tate had to have some effect over a lot of these dudes' life for the same reason. I've been up. I didn't get no rest last night. I stayed up till about 5 in the morning, 5:30, thinking about this. Stay with me. Press one. I said, did this dude really do this? Even I'm like, is this dude really this nigga? You feel me? The evidence is like pointing at him. Public perception has swayed everybody's warped. Now, me naturally, I know, the manosphere, the red pill. My jokes towards that whole shit is just funny, and I got a lot of that shit lined up for an eternity. But I'm not ignorant to how weird this moment is. To what he says the Matrix has him. Press one. See, I'm like, I just did a show called The Swordfish, remember? Based off the movie. Like Andrew Tate and shit, right? So I'm observing things from a different perspective. I'm looking. I say, what if he innocent? What would it take for Andrew Tate to be innocent? Press one. So I started thinking, what in his position? If I was in his position, how would I be innocent? Given technology and my own experiences, how would I be innocent? How would I be able to explain them? Press one. I kind of put myself in his shoes for a minute. But with my brain, press one. And I think I figured out how Andrew Tate could be innocent. Press one. That's why it's called Gillz exclusive. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Just been in deep thought for a long time. Because this is big. This is big. Y'all follow me? Is that okay if we can free think here? Hit that like button. We deserve over 100 likes already. Hit that like button. I've been thinking, how would he be innocent? And I went back and noticed a few things. Thought about the show yesterday. I thought about Glorify. And I was saying to myself, Glorify. We just did a show on Glorify. Press one not too long ago. You guys remember that? And what was that show about? It was about Kanye West, Candace Owens, Lloyds of London, robbery. Press one. I just did a show on it. I said, as many jokes as I can tell on Kanye, KevRow, that's my brother, and they trying to rob you. Press one. If you don't remember that show, don't worry. I got it. I got it. Check. Check. I got it. Well, fraud department, of course, courtesy of the row, under new management, of course. Fraud department. Kev, that means we have to go look and see if Andrew Tate has any dealings with the Lloyds of London. Check. For if I can get Andrew at the Lloyds of London, I can use my persuasion gifts, my intuitive skill to see beyond the veil. Press 1. Maybe, let's say Kev is the defense attorney for Andrew Tate. Maybe. Press 1. I will need the evidence of Andrew Tate. So, fraud department comes back. Press 1 with some great information. They say Andrew Tate did have dealings with our good friends over at the Lloyds of London. In fact, the young man mentioned it on what this is, I believe is Twitter. Press 1. I said, oh, then that way Kev can put together a nice little package for my good friend Andrew. Press 1. Since he's with Candace and the guy on to the right, who's also. But we found this tweet here, only on the row. It says, "Hey, Lloyd's Bank, when the Matrix attacked me, you froze my accounts for 0 reasons because your agent controlled scum who believe in fake press equals no bank. Unfreeze my $3.2 million right now, and I'm going to give it away on damn Twitter." Press 1. Now I looked at this, and I said, wow. This reminds me of Kanye's rant. Press 1. You remember when Kanye had to make America great again? Well, so did Tate have it in his hand in his photo. Remember? And I said, wait a minute. This is eerily similar to Kanye West. Press 1. Are we following today? Are we in the class today? I said, this is eerily. And guess who's in the middle of it all? Once again, Candace Owens. I mean, is this even the Ritz? Press 1. Because if this ain't the Ritz, then we got a problem. So I smoke my blunt, smoke my cigarette. And today I'm going to play devil's advocate. Check. And I'm going to defend Andrew Tate. I'm going to do the unthinkable. Press 1. I'm going to defend Mark. What's the guy name who defended O.J. Simpson? I'm the greatest of all time. Gee. Was the guy who defended O.J. Simpson the one lawyer who proved everybody wrong? What's his name? I'm going to do that for the manosphere, for the red pill, for the dweeb community. Johnny Cochran. So I got it. We're going to gather all the evidence at the road. Press 1. On Judge Gillz and the GBI network, fraud department, special agents, and the journalists who are working tirelessly undercover. Tirelessly. Press 1. It's a great team. Again, I'm just the face. I'm just the face. But yeah, I say, okay, so remember Kanye had the banking issue with who? And who was in business with Kanye? Press 1. Who was in business with Kanye? And who introduced? We get so many questions. First, before we get to Kanye, who's the friend that introduced Andrew Tate to that was with her husband? Has to be this guy. Press 1. Has to be this guy. Who's her husband right there with him? Press 1. Candace Owens. Check. 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 And we only 17 minutes in. Press 1. You saw the check? Now let's rewind that. Check. Can't move it. Check. Now watch this one. Check. Victim. Check. All right. Now I say to myself, okay, now we can roll. Got something. So I said, okay, so we would need the evidence on Kanye and see any similarities between the Kanye situation and this situation. Check. And you got to go back and watch them channels, man. So he's the guy that introduced Andrew to Candace, according to Candace. But I believe they're the guys who got Candace to recruit this guy. He probably had no idea. I don't know. Let's say he had no fucking idea. He's like a dude, charming, great testosterone, already got masculinity, already in the circles of circles. He didn't have 75 girls when he got caught. Did he? Or is that from a story he gave from the previous? Now, all of this information is right here. He's a victim ready to be exploited. He's a criminal victim ready to be exploited. He's a criminal victim ready to be exploited. Kanye West, a victim. The banks did the same exact thing. Froze his accounts, investing in Parlor, banking with who? There's a lot going on. So what I want to do is take it back a little bit. I want to play a video of myself not too long ago. Press one. Of Candace Owens. The video is titled Kanye West and the Lloyds of London. It's Kanye West money being deposited in Candace Owens' bank. Wow. Press one. Now, ain't that something? Oh, they are recruiting bank depositors. There you go, Black Pride. Now you're thinking. See, y'all just typing things. No honor amongst thieves. Debt bondage. No. Stop. Okay, stop. This ain't the let's have fun and chat. This is the use your brain. Oh, they are recruiting bank depositors. There you go. There you go. Stop with the this is advanced class, fellas. G14 classified, remember? You see when you just talk about nothing. They're recruiting bank depositors. Then that means the bank has found a way to do what? Launder money. Launder money. Just like the one bank in the Virgin Islands that was just caught up in the shit. Press one. Where's Candace Owens from? We gonna keep it right there. Okay. So, did the Lloyds of London, the Candace Owens, really set up Kanye and Andrew? Did Candace Owens, was she used to by the Lloyd of London, banker husband of hers? Press one. I don't know. I don't know, Candace. I don't know. I don't know, Lori. Do I got it, Lori? Do I have it? I don't know. We're recruiting, we're looking for, we got one. Remember? We got one. So from the story Candace said, right? She said she met Andrew the first time right here, right? He was brought by a friend of my husband's, right here, right here. Her husband is Lloyd's of London. I did the show that Lloyd of London were trafficking and was responsible for human cargo and slavery. Press one. They owe us billions of dollars. Candace was already on my radar for being a mouthpiece for the Lloyds, but when it come to find out, when Glorify, which is the bank that she has stake in, when it tanked for out of nowhere for no reason, nobody can give a clear account on why this digital banking just suddenly just stopped becoming. And Candace Owens never mentioned nothing about it. And she's a owner. She never glorifying and we were calling nothing. So it's just been a media blitz of TMZ from her point, from different perspectives, making fun of Lizzo, making fun of Cardi B, pretending she's better than everybody. Okay, well, your bank closed down their banking platform and closed all checking and savings. Why? This is Glorify. This is Candace Owens. Okay? So Kanye's money. Remember I said the Matrix, they were trying to make Kanye look like he was he couldn't manage his money. Then they put him out there to run for president. I'm like, wait, is Candace Owens setting this dude up? Then had him running for president against Trump? Come on. Come on. Come on. Kanye was going to buy Parler. What is Parler? Exactly what is Parler, because I know Kanye was going to buy it. I just don't know what exactly Parler is. If it's freedom of speech platform, I'm not sure what it is. And her husband owned Parler. Am I correct? Remember, Kanye said he got a bank. He don't need their money. He don't need their bank. He got a bank now. What bank was Kanye talking about? Was he talking about their bank? Did he pull his money from Wall Street and put it in a digital? And the big bankers was like, well, hold the fuck up. We've invested real money. You can't fucking run off to the digital world. And then what happened? Who froze who accounts, what banks, where is it? Starting to look like Candace is in the middle of robbing, like Baron robbers, like piracy, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Press one. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I know me saying press one is annoying, but I don't care. So I'm going to play this video when you guys are ready. And who's behind this? Who can? I don't know. What I do know is, was Andrew used by Deloitte's little pundit here, Candace Owens? Was he used? Oh, okay. It's like Twitter. Okay. Did they try to use Kanye to pump up the stock or something? Something they were doing. But I know Glorify, Candace Owens' bank, Kanye and Tate, both getting their assets frozen and taken. And at this point, Tate Andrew being seen as a trafficker because he said every crime he's ever did on the internet, right? So that'd be like easy to get his ass and rob him because his crime is right on the internet. Coffee and Kush TV, KevRow University, GBI Network. You on the air? What up?
Hey, how you doing, Professor? This is Brian King.
What up?
You was taking calls, and I apologize.
What? No. You're good,
I was
brother.
calling. I was calling because I 100%. This is just turning into something wild. I 100% believe that Lord of London is the setup crew, based off the fact that's playing out. What I mean by that is I sent you an article from 2017, and this is when Kanye was on tour. Remember, he started having those episodes, and he was on that big tour, and all of a sudden he canceled that big tour, and they started saying he was dealing with mental things. So the people that was insuring that tour was the Lord of London banks, and he actually was in a lawsuit against the Lord of London Bank at that time for $10 million. So for me, it's like at this time, this is when Candace Owens was a liberal switching over to a conservative a year and a half later, and then meets her husband, a Lord of London. And then all of a sudden she's a conservative, she's for Trump, and she's
grabbing
getting
Kanye.
the support of Kanye West.
Yes.
Exactly. And so for me, it's like, whoa, did they just wait a few years to say, you know what, we're going to get you back, because they just ended up settling on that $10 million lawsuit that Kanye had. They said that they were actually trying to sue Kanye in 2017. Excuse me, I had it wrong. So it looked like they were trying to get after Kanye in 2017 and take his money. They said that he violated the contract that they had. They believed that he used marijuana, and that went against the contract of alcohol and drugs. And also they believed that he needed some mental help, and they was the ones that actually pushed for him to go see a psychiatrist and all that other type of stuff.
Oh, so he was actually talking
Kanye,
about them.
Yes, and at that time, Kanye was saying, they got me on drugs, they got me taking pills, they got me seeing a doctor, I'm fighting for that's all the rants that he was saying, and everybody was like, because he had just endorsed Donald Trump in 2017, around that time, 2016, 2017, and it's just wild to me that, is that how they sent Candace Owens in? Because she wasn't a fan of Donald Trump when he first got in office, but Kanye was. Then she became a Trump
that's what had me. The thing with me and Kanye was like, wait a minute, something is off here. But I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
Right.
But something is off. Now,
right.
I didn't know because I actually liked Candace for what she was saying about the black community. But I wouldn't have known that she used that as a statistical point of view. She could have watched any of his YouTubers who speak that truth and just used it at like the manosphere would, right?
Yeah, it was more of a talking point. I'm for the black community, but then once she got to the level she's at now, what is she saying? Oh, I'm a Caribbean, and they're actually better than black people. So you just see the full return. She's showing her true colors. But you wouldn't say that when you needed to come off like you were this black American who was conservative and you were pushing all these ideas. And that's maybe where Kanye was liking her at. Like, dang, he probably thought the same thing you just said and I said. It's like, whoa, where is this black girl coming from speaking like this? And he probably was like, if it's a woman that's black doing this and she publicly saying it, I'm going to say it too because I'm a man. And if this woman going to speak and be bold, I'm going to be even bolder because I'm Kanye. She probably was stroking his ego and stroking his confidence.
Of course.
And so he just got to just saying all this wild stuff, just talking, thinking it's freedom of speech and thinking. And they use that to
That's why I'm saying that exact way you just paraphrased that is what I'm thinking about Andrew Tate. I was put in that situation and I, by the grace of God, God is good to me. But
Yeah.
it helps me see within. It helps me come up with these type of ideas. Like, damn, were not only Kanye but Andrew Tate put in this what would look like a natural occurrence. You know, you meet somebody and it's like, whoa,
Right.
it's like the moment. And they use that to
Right.
point you in a specific direction. And usually, men really don't notice it. I wouldn't have noticed it if I didn't go through it. But, you know, looking
Right.
at it a
Right.
specific way helped me see it from Kanye's and potentially Andrew Tate's perspective.
Now watch this. I'm gonna tell you something that I thought was interesting. Andrew Tate, his dad is African American. He was born in Chicago. His dad is he's mixed. He moved back to the UK when he was young after his mom and his dad divorced. But his dad is an African American man who's from here and was in the military and then did the testing and stuff like that. So I said, wow, that's interesting. And then, you know, you just said what you said today, and they froze his accounts and different things like that, and that's just exactly what they did with Kanye in a sense. So I don't know really, you know, I'm just looking at the facts here, but 100% they was going after Kanye since 2017. They ended up supposedly settling that little lawsuit outside of court, so
Yeah.
nothing actually officially happened in court. And then you see, just a few years later, they got Kanye all, you know, and then they got this Candace Owens who she's jumping on because if I'm not mistaken, has she really said anything negative about Kanye when he got to no? Because she probably trying to save her butt, and so that's probably what she's
That's what
doing
I'm
with
saying. She's
Andrew
great
Tate. It's like,
at not mentioning Tate.
yeah,
She was great at
right,
not mentioning Kanye,
right,
as
right.
in the sense in which in the way you just said that. So that's what
In a
got me
negative way, right? So
right. So
so
she
she want to
playing
make it
both
seem like, oh, we
sides.
still friends,
Bingo.
exactly. But really, right? But who is her daddy-in-law, and who is her husband, and who is they backing? And then, you know, they're actually the ones that's guilty for human trafficking and sex trade. And
Bing.
like you just said, I went on their
Bingo.
website, and that was literally what they have to put in a policy. They literally, like, you go to their website, and they're like, you know, we acknowledge human trafficking and these things, and we're working on our policies to make sure we're not involved in that. Like, y'all was guilty of it, and now y'all have to make sure that y'all let everybody know that y'all don't stand for that
Yeah,
anymore. But
because the
maybe
world
y'all
is
just
going to
doing that
wake
because
up.
y'all guilty.
Yeah, the world is waking up to
Exactly.
what slavery really is.
Yes, and what those insurance policies is, and these different
Yes.
financial institutions and what they're doing, and that's what I'm like, whoa, you know. So that's just my input on it. But yeah, I think that they definitely is using her to get around different folks and being that face, and who knows what's going on in the background with that. But it's gonna come out. So I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, champion. My man.
All
Thank you.
right.
My man. Gotta love that brother right there. Listen, exactly what I'm saying. She around Kanye. All this shit start happening. And I know exactly, look, I'm like, damn, she up under him. And you really don't see it, especially when you live in it. It's like, okay, because it's all natural. Usually they get the high charismatic guy, the guy who can get the girls, but also very intelligent to where, you know, he would perceive she's not as smart as me. She's not, but they're not just smart, but vindictive. Not just smart, but vindictive. Oh, I know. We tripping every day. What do you say? No, no, no. Don't let them rock out. I didn't understand what they said. Y'all are tripping. Andrew Tate being on major news outlets and is controlled opposition. Jake Equality. Now let's just take that for reference on what you're saying. Everything you just said is confusing. Now watch this. Because we know growing up in America that major news networks are controlled opposition. So what are you saying? So what are you saying? Are you saying Andrew Tate is controlled opposition and the news networks is controlled opposition?
Unknown caller.
Tell me.
Damn.
KevRow University, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Pam. Kev, can you stick a pin in this? For those of us who are jealous over the Most High, the time I saw the two of them wearing that BLM shirt, to me, and to most of us probably, it was a mockery of our Black Messiah, and they had to come down for that.
I'm just saying, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that.
I know. I just asked you to put a pin in it. This is the Most High's wrath coming down on both.
Sit down. Sit down. You putting too much theatrical entertainment on nothing. We not even talking about that. Just sit down. Kanye knew what he was doing. Well, that you sound like Candace Owens. Sit down. It's all good when Kev is just going and just flowing right to what you want to hear. That's easy. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not talking about if Tate knew what he was doing or if Kanye knew what he was doing. I'm looking at it from an alternative standpoint. That's all. Can you do that? This isn't God time of just your time of, oh, God said and this was going to, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't know what time you think it is. You said your name like I was about to give you like some super pass or something. No, that's not even what I'm on. If you're not talking about the banking institution on Lloyd of London, Lloyd's Candace Owens, and possible Tate being a victim of that, just hold your composure. I went on a whole week. Tate.
Unknown caller.
Right. All week. Tate. Let me look at this from a different perspective. Hold on. Why are you tripping? Lita, you on the air. What up?
Hi, this is Lita from Cleveland. I'm calling because I see exactly what you're talking about as far as how they basically just doing like they did before, like stealing people's estate and your trust, and you putting trust in them like you put in Candace Owens, because she was showing that conservative side, and it almost seemed like it was believable, and he was thinking that, you know, that they're on the same page. But they with her father-in-law was like with the Lord of London, which is part of the British Parliament Bank or Society. No, British Pilgrim Society.
Yeah, they're the Pilgrims. The Pilgrim story come from the Lord of London. Go ahead. Yeah.
So it's just like,
do history make sense now to you?
Yeah, it makes so much. Yes. It's like,
I told you.
He said nothing new under the sun.
Yes.
It's like we able to see it in real time.
Yes, ma'am.
The manipulation tactics that they use, and I see it, and I thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. So, I know I didn't want to interrupt.
No, that's good. That feels better. That feels better than anything. A person come to the understanding where I can laugh and you can laugh and say, "Wow, history is really banking ideological subversion in time immemorial. It's really fucked up." And you see why I gotta approach it.
Manifest destiny and all that. It's like all these little ideas that they just fairy tale fantasy stories and
right.
stuff, and it's like we don't even have a clue of what really is going on.
And that is a
And
real
to be able to see it,
Yes,
God
ma'am.
is good.
all the
Oh,
time.
God, yes.
Thank,
Whew.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Yeah. So you got to be able to see, like her. She filled with joy because she can see uh historically how it all makes sense now. Not everybody can see, and y'all can hear her, but you gotta really see it. You know, these people, our whole history, our whole is based off of Candace Owens' husband. Press. You feel me? So I'm trying to put myself, Miss young lady, in Tate's shoes. Is this a guy who was a shitbag his whole life and he just a fucking masculine piece of shit? And I don't know. I was listening to those phone calls again this morning. Press one. And the more I listen to these phone calls, the more I just did a show on artificial intelligence and augmented reality. Press one. And I keep listening, and it sounds like Tate. It sounds like Tate. I wanted to be Tate. I wanted to be Tate so bad. Because it is Tate, right? It's just Tate. But as I continue to just listen to it, and listen again, and listen again, I'm not so sure that that's Tate. Maybe Tristan. But I'm not so sure that that's even Tate. Or that's even, it's more looking like, I'm looking at it from victim perspective. They set me up, right? I don't know. Something's weird. This is weird. I'm trying to see what Fresh and Fit is so risking it all for. Press what? So I'm trying to get on the ground with them just to see a little bit. What the fuck perspective is this? You know, we're not in that world. And when you set yourself up to be so secret, and this one, it's hard for us to see when you guys' whole lifestyle is to not don't see. We doing everything we supposed to do not to see. So we got to be from his perspective. So I'm really trying to see that world's perspective of, listen, these bitches is setting us up. Press one. Again, I remember I'm over here saying, this broad set me the fuck up. They're saying, this broad, so I have to, they're setting you up. Let me say. How? Make it make sense. You know? Let's say the females set me up. Nobody would have believed me. So I'm putting myself in Andrew's shoe. You feel
Unknown
me?
caller.
We got to find her assistant.
Rico.
Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
What's up, Rico? What's up, Professor? This Rico. I'm Tristan.
What up, champion?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Man, fraud department, I'm reporting to the fraud department, OG. I hear you, like you said, something is definitely weird. Something definitely weird about this, and you know your boy, I said I was going to steal on researching, but you know I got in that mode, big dog, so I gotta bring it to the front.
All right, now
I'm
hold
going to
on.
read this little,
Hold on a little
yes,
bit.
sir.
Hold on a little bit. Take your time. Now we going from history to the fraud department.
Yes, sir. Because it's all in history, like you showing, like the lady just said. We watching the stuff play out again. Nothing is new under the sun.
All right, so
I'm gonna start off with
go ahead, Chappie.
I'm going straight. I'm right in time. I'm not going nowhere far. I'm right here with you on Candace Owens because I'm starting off with Mr. George Farmer. But I want to speak on not speak on it. Mark Mickler was served as an interim CEO, and it was over Parler before George Farmer bought it from him. Now, Mr. Mark Mickler was a Tea Party activist, and they're already, like we're saying, we're playing out history over again. So it just brings it right to the Constitution, the Tea Party, what led up to the Constitution, what I'm saying, the independence of 1776. So Candace Owens started something called Brexit, which was supposed to be the black exit from the leftists, and into so she's trying to bring black people over to the right side, as we understand that she was just coming over from the liberal side over to becoming conservative.
Yeah, because she did something like the black pill, right? The black pill. But go ahead.
Yes, sir. It would have been they would have been the black pill and things of that nature, and it comes with the Brexit. But what I was looking up when you showed the guy she was sitting with Andrew Tate, I went to go try to see how they might have known each other. So I'm gonna get back to that, but
they know each other from her husband. She already said her husband's friend.
It's deeper than that. I don't know already. I'm catching them right now, Professor. I forget. So Kanye West, yes, sir. So I'm going to keep it on with Paula real quick because Kanye West not only put his money. Oh, I got him right here. Paula's parent company agreed in principle to a purchase of Paula by American rapper Kanye West, a deal that was rescinded in December. So we catching him right now. We saying he could definitely put in and glorify, but he's definitely put in Paula, which is owned by who? George Farmer.
Yeah.
So
and Candace Owens is glorified.
Correct.
Yes.
So they got him. That's Kanye. We got Kanye West locked in with the
husband,
George Farmer, the husband and the wife.
And the wife.
Yes, sir. So you saw. Yes, sir. So why I'm going to go back to the guy that introduced Mr. What's his guy's name? Mr. Farmer's friend. I don't know his name exactly.
His name is Joseph Paul Joseph Watson. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, Mr. Paul Joseph Watkins, when you do his research, he definitely Watson. Oh, yes. Yeah, my bad, Watson. When you do the research on him, he definitely is going to be into Nazi ideology. But I'm not even going to get too deep into that right now. What I'm going to say is a university that he went to. The university was called PragerU. Now, this university has a lot of conservative people like Charlie Kirk, your boy Ben Shapiro, all of these people, but this started back in 2017, 2018. Well, I just skipped up because the person who owns this, he's supposed to be an Orthodox Jew. Now, why he was important, because I was able to put him with this man named Jesse Lee Peterson. Now, Jesse Lee Peterson just
slow the fuck down. Slow the fuck down. You're going faster and faster. This ain't no F1 pole position race. You don't get faster and faster. There's no lap to run. Slow your ass down. Go ahead.
My fault, Professor. So Jesse Lee Peterson just interviewed just Pearly things. I'm trying to get it out. So everyone, because I'm tying it all together to what I just said. It's a conglomerate of not just entertainers, but people in all, and what we would call, what you said, compartmentalized jobs of minds, coming together with the tentacles. So what I'm showing is just Pearly things is connected to Candace Owens too, because of the PragerU University I just brought up. These people have been connected with each other for at least the past 4 or 5 years. I definitely know it goes longer, but I'm saying from Charlie Kirk to Ben Shapiro to just Pearly things. A lot of people who are trying to say that they're conservative, and like you said, they're red pilling, but in hindsight, what they're doing is trying to get the Afro-Americans who are confused, not us, but the ones who are confused, they're trying to get them assimilate out of the left wing into the right wing, but we know in this
because the right wing at this moment is complete Nazi.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
They're neoconservative. They're neo hawks. Hawks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. So if we merge with them, see, they thought they had me because I said the black conservative and Kev was. Then I voted for Trump. That's why Candace and them was on a nigga that way. But go ahead.
Yes, sir. Oh, no. Now, that's definitely why they was on them like that. and that's why, like you said, important to why they was on Trump like that too.
Yeah.
Why it all goes to they got Trump out the way, so now it's just making sure they keep the masculinity down, keep the women arguing with the women, all of this stuff that you've been showing us what they keep trying to do to keep us in this perpetual mind state, perpetual spiritual state.
Yes.
So I see, like you said, Candace Owens, you said Candace Owens in the Pirates of the Caribbean. I say Candace Owens is looking like she looks so right now to me, and looking like she's doing everything she needs to do to help out Mr. Vladimir, what's the name, Farmer, Mr. Battle for Georgia, Vladimir Farmer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing together. So let me, I just was going to say, it was either Mr. Watson or Mr. Shapiro, but I believe it was Mr. Watson. They wrote they was writing little short books, and when you just read into the short books, the ideology of the book was putting America into the dream communistic Marxism socialist state, and what they called it, they showed. I got to go to the picture, but he wrote it in German. And I really want to learn German so I can stay. That's what I'm going to do, Professor. I'm going to start learning German. So
Whatever. Get to fuck that shit. Go ahead. Just keep going. You done?
Concentration camp. It reminds him about America and how America has become this, and how he was greatly happy to be a worker, because what the word said was to be able to come out of the concentration camp, you got to be the best worker possible. So he said this is like, you know, when I think about this whole conglomerate of people, they don't mind working towards the dream of keeping us asleep and what you're showing. So I just want to say it on that, in that, and I'm maybe call back. I'm just going to do some more research. I'm going to let you build on that.
For sure.
Call back.
For sure, champion. My man. So it seems, so Farmar, Kanye, glorify. I mean, Candace. Kanye. No. Lloyd of London. Candace. Kanye. Lloyd of London. Candace. Tate. Her whole account for Andrew Tate is off. And if that's not the Ritz, and whoever her assistant is needs to be found immediately. Press 1, if there even is an assistant. This is facts. So let's listen to Kev break this down, and we may even find something that we're listening to. I'm going to start it at 14 minutes. The video was titled Kanye West and the Lloyds of London. Is Kanye money being deposited in Candace Owens' bank? Whatever. Maybe true, maybe not. But the info is like insane.
Followers, press 1. And her Lord of London husband and their family hustling black people through victims, through low confidence propaganda, like everything is they fault. Broad went on Carson Tucker talking about the worst place for a black child to be is in the black womb.
Press 1. This is what I want to say before I even play this. Candace Owens also had a friend call her the N-word, and she won money at the college. Press 1. I mean, by the out the state. However, she won that lawsuit. Press 1. Could Candace Owens had used that young man? Sometimes Candace Owens might like to get talked to the same way she said them other girls like to get talked to when impressing men. You dirty N-word. We gonna F the shit out of you. And did she play that and got some money out of it? Press 1. And now she does that for a living? I don't know. That may be part of, like, they hustle, like setting people up, getting them in compromised positions, and boom. She even said that website, that blew my mind. That website, she agreed with it. right? Before we even go here, that website, she agreed with it. Press one. Now, I can't believe that she would say such a thing, that she agreed with such a website that destroys people under the guise of I'm helping them because they don't want to admit that they're not Instagram models. But Candace Owens, I'm not gonna show it now, but Candace Owens created a site years ago that was an anti-bullying campaign, and she raised a lot of money. She raised a lot of money for the site. I'm gonna talk about this later. This man, all of these things she's doing is anti. It's really it's bizarre. It's bizarre. Now look, and she had a site. It was called the Social Autopsy. Is a new tech project seeking 75,000 in startup funds on Kickstarter. No, 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 no. A crowdfunding platform. It's called Social Autopsy. Press one. It started goal is to build a database of social media accounts that engage in online hate speech. And cyberbullying, linking their online profile to their places of employment. The project, funded by developer Candace Owens, promises to allow the public to access the digital footprint of individuals and companies. So far, the team behind Social Autopsy claims to have built profiles over 22,000 individuals. Based on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram posts. These individuals are your teachers, doctors, neighbors, and business owners. And for the first time ever, you'll be given the chance to run a real background check on them to see what these people represent behind closed doors. Shout out to Mrs. Kenesha White for the support of this broadcast. This broadcast is special. I usually don't come on Saturdays. So I thank you, Kenesha. Yeah, this is all free thought here. This is freestyle. This is all freedom thought, right? Freedom of thought. Just thinking. Now, what do you mean which ties into banking? How does that tie into banking? That ties into like catfishing. That ties into like catfishing. That goes back into like that website she was talking about, like that type of shit. Because you will have everybody's shit. And you be able to play sick fucking games with individuals testing their moral compass, see if they're really a nice person by offering them $10,000 to get chitted on in Dubai and laughing at them on the internet. Nobody knows how, we're laughing at you because you're a fucking troll. And who cares? Because we know that you ain't shit. Press 1. See?
Unknown caller.
We go.
Coffee and Kush TV on the air. What up?
What's up, champ? This Rico calling back real quick.
What's up?
I just sent you some pictures. I sent you some pictures on Instagram. I want to ask you, the Mercer family, is that a banking family? The Mercer family? You ever heard of it before? Mercer? A royal family maybe called the Mercer family, no?
What they got to do with them? I'm specifically
Because I
talking
just
about
seen
them.
that they. No, this is George. I'm talking about this George Lloyd because this is somebody who invested in the company that George Foreman took over. So that's why I was asking, because I just was looking up, but I was looking up. I thought I might have seen that Mercer name before. That's what made me call. That's what made me ask you that question real quick. But I want you to bring those pictures up. Well, no, you ain't got to bring them up. You can look at them real quick. Cause that's was what I was saying right before I hung up the phone, showing you that all these people together. Because I didn't realize Candace Owens interviewed her husband on the PragerU channel that I'm speaking of.
Yeah,
but I just sent you.
I played it.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and she
interviewed
Paul Joseph
Watson too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who? I don't know about that. So where's the? I don't know if you already knew that. You probably, like you say, fire department do be on it. So, but like you said though, where's the assistant if she been knowing them? And they just met Andrew, right? They haven't been knowing Andrew Tate for 3 years. Is that correct? So if they all been knowing each other for 3 years, it seems like the same with Kanye. It's like they're the ones who, again, as you're showing, they the ones that's coming together at people. So not just Mr. Watson, but Candace Owens. And I forgot who you said right in the middle, because I just, like I said, I was researching at the same time I was calling you back because I wanted to get the screenshots and send the pictures in. But why I felt like that was important, because I sent you the Prager person with Mr. Jesse Lee Peterson, and you see Miss Just Pearly Things is at the bottom. So again, I'm saying I know it's going deeper. You exposing it's going deeper. I definitely want to do some more research, but I'm just trying to see how all of these people are together as a conglomerate and being able to thrust each other out there like that, like Miss Just Pearly Things. They thrusted out Miss Candace Owens. And we're seeing the people who are behind these people, which would be a George Farmer or I believe Mr. Prager. Because I know Mr. Peterson is just, to me, he looks like he Arabic. That don't look to me like a black man. But I know Mr. Prager, it was the dude that I was telling you about when you do I got to do some more extensive research on him. But like I say, he created the university. So when Candace talking about university, it could have been Andrew Tate's university too. But I believe she went to this university first.
What
and
university?
Many people like
what is it?
Prager. It's called Prager University.
Prager.
The channel that they're yes, sir. The channel that that Candace Owens is using. What's the name? Channing Tatum was using it. Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro. Many of the people that I say are having talking points right now.
Are from this university.
Started off this channel called. Yes, sir. From this university. Yes, sir. So I just got, like I say, I don't want to get off the subject, and I'm going to definitely do some homework, but I'm realizing it's going deeper. Every day you're showing it's going deeper. So I appreciate all the warriors out there and the fire department. I'll get back with you, Professor.
Thank you,
I'm watching.
My man. Now pay attention to this. Somebody in the chat room said fishing for what? For the next victim? Yeah. Just fishing. That leads into gang stalking. That leads into a lot of things. Networks of trolls. That leads into a lot of things. Did Candace Owens recruit Tate? I'm not saying Tate is innocent. I'm saying let's look at this and then merge. Was was Tate recruited by Candace and her husband? I was looking at it like, oh, they being new Tate. They being new Tate. Like Tate with this big Tate just came out of nowhere. Like after Kevin Samuels, it's like an explosion of all these people. Now, she making platforms called social autopsy to keep tabs on, that's some fucking Elon Musk shit. Press one. To keep tabs on people. And you know what they do, know where they work at. Total doxing. Total doxing, correct? So let's play their game even harder. Let's expose what they'll do for money. Fuck exposing them and who they are. Let's pretend we were rich Saudi Arabian. Press one and let's trick these hoes into believing we this, and we'll do this and that and this and that. Men too. Now we got a bunch of people who just do this shit like it's normal. Can't wait to get over here and do this shit. They doped up off of manipulation and trolling and fucking destroying people's lives. But it's all, the whole center base probably come from that shit she created. So my thing is, how do you create this, yet you approve of what that website was doing to the so-called Andrew Tate folk? How? That don't make sense unless it does make sense. It doesn't make sense unless it does make sense. Shit. So she can be doing this and that. On the surface, be like, oh, hey, how are you? I'm Candace Owens and these people, and hi, how are you? And then on the other hand, like, bitch, we need to take over the fucking media, and then where them hoes at? Shit. Where's Andrew? We need to take him down. Press one. He's still around? Then she can come back to me. Fuck that. You never know. But I know one thing. Her husband, they have a lot to take from a person. They have the means. Okay? And I ain't going for this nice little looking black lady. I realized one thing. I was on this shit a long time ago. Now let's listen to this.
Press one. Somebody pull her black skin off. Somebody throw a bucket of water on her, please, so we can see the Kim Kardashian brain under that. Press one. How the fuck is the black womb? I even said we got a black Holocaust, but I ain't gonna say, nigga, I made it through the black womb. Are you a fool? Press one. Are you a fool? Press one. Only a fool, racist, propagandist Lord of London will do some shit like this. Bitch been under the propaganda guise of KevRow University in his brain all this goddamn time. I finally got my eye on you, woman. And don't say she didn't say it. I got the video. I just don't want to play it yet. That's what she said. That's what happened when you wear white lives t-shirt and you go on Carlson Tucker to explain yourself. You get your dumb ass, big forehead ass out there and point the finger at black women and children and what? You black retard. You came from a black womb, a retard. Press one. Bungalow 54 head ass. Special Balenciaga helmet ass. And they don't think we can see what they doing to our brother Kanye. Wake up, Kanye. Wake up, Kanye. They about to rob your ass. Nigga, this is a big hit.
Press one. See? I told you. They finna rob you. They finna rob you, Kanye. I already said it. Listen. I already said it. Listen.
There's a lick right here. Nigga, how much you worth? A few billion. JP Morgan said, what? Who in your corner gonna let you move $2 billion and then treat you like you retarded, like you need help managing your own hedge fund? Press 1. Oh, you don't even know the half. Press 1.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
She patrolling, trying to blame Black Lives Matter for the hedge fund crisis at Act Blue, which raised over $5 billion fucking dollars. She want to put it off in blackface, right? But don't mention nothing about Act Blue. The greatest lie ever told was Black Lives Matter and the Communist Manifesto and the cleanup crew of Candace, Owens, and her husband. I'm a real Republican conservative. I have no tolerance for old TMZ wannabe niggas from Britain with all of this. Go back home with your Britain ass. Press 1. Sell your minerals that you had. Press 1. George Lloyd. Sound like George Floyd identity. Y'all better check his identity and make sure this nigga ain't stoked, cause this nigga name wasn't no damn George Floyd nothing. Press 1. Not Lloyd, Floyd, Farmer, nothing. He ain't none of that. All that is stolen identity type. And this weirdo is gonna marry the man and sit up there, say to her face, say it with me, said it right in her face. She didn't even know what she was doing. Press 1. So we gon' say what this is before the crime is even committed. Y'all know what I do over here at the Row.
Watch this.
I prophesy. Press 1. I see it before it happened. She don't even know what's happening. She looking like, why you all talking about me? Why you talking about me? Because God said. Press. That's why. The God of the scripture that you always talking about but never could read. Go to Proverbs all you want to. That Levitical law is gonna break you down. Man, that Levitical law is gonna. You love American law? You gonna love thou shalt not marry no damn alien. Press 1 so you won't be alienated, silly. But you ain't even no real. Never mind. We get back to it. So I got these books so I can combat the false Republican, false Christ believers. Press 1.
Easy
Racist,
word.
Nazi. Press 1.
Floyd
Russian
Mayweather?
and Germans together.
Who's this
Democrats
guy?
and Republicans together. You got to see their background. We got to go all the way back to the 1920s and 30s to find out whoever belonged here as a Democrat or a Republican. Press 1.
He's good.
Jewish people, just get ready to go home. I ain't want to talk to y'all right now. Y'all just making crime, anti-Semitic, and all this other stuff. I'm the most, press 1, I'm the most judgmental when it comes to Israel. I ain't give a damn about no damn word called anti-Semitic. That's why you're going to get your ass whooped by God himself. Jewish man, press 1. I don't care about no damn anti-Semitic. Y'all scared of word. I got the spirit of truth in my heart. Nigga, Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's Monty, man.
Look at his face.
I was gonna call you.
He's serious. He's serious as a motherfucker. Look.
Shit. But man, I'm glad you got them books.
Calm down. Watch your language. and contacted me yesterday. That means nothing. I'm busy yesterday. Tell me what you want right now.
This guy's good. Fire.
Sir, hurry up.
Hurry up, nigga.
What they're trying to do, they need 20% interest in this nigga's estate.
How you know?
Because if you get 20% interest in anybody's estate, you can force them to do whatever you need them to do through the court.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, read.
So
You can control him.
Yeah, you can control him. If you get 20%
More
interest.
likely being controlled. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if he put his money into their bank, he buy a parlor, dude keeps 20% of parlor, they got his ass.
Break it down.
It goes all the way back again to airship because he's a baby. He got mental health issues.
Oh my goodness.
They become his executor. And see, right now, the way they probably try to play him is like, if you do all of this stuff and you run for president, we'll help you do this, do that. You know, saying he mixes his estate with their estate. Eventually, now he's, because he's the actual native. Now they're in. Both of them.
Press 1. Yo, you're great, guy.
So look, I want to tell you too. This is what I was going to call you for yesterday. The reason what he went to school for is how to extract the law from the Bible.
Who?
With George Farmer, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, theologian school, how to extract the law, and here I am extracting the law naturally. Go ahead, King.
So again, remember I told you it goes back. The first covenant, the first trust is with Adam and God.
That's right. The first contract or
Constitution.
right,
Covenant.
covenant.
So now the first trial happens after they eat the apple, and then if you actually read the Bible, it's titled to the story. So when you get to the story of the snake, it's like the story of the snake, and then like right underneath of that is God arranged Adam and Eve. And the next chapter is God punishes Adam and Eve, and then the next chapter is expulsion. Exactly.
Go ahead.
So when you read the Bible, you're trying to extract the law through the Bible, because the Bible is common law.
Come on.
Synchronized.
Come on, son.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Easy.
why all these other motherfuckers be like, they can't get to the common law because they don't understand how
Why do you say
ecclesiastical law.
synchronized?
So they turn you against God so you'll never become free. That's why you are free in Christ. That's why. You caught in the cold delusion. We're going to get on it on theologian night probably tomorrow. Probably. You caught in the cold delusion. You got one way out. Because look what you caught in. Look what the fuck you caught in.
Yes, sir. Tell him.
But listen, I'm not even going to get into that. But did you hear the caller? They got him to buy Parler. Now, what are the odds of Candace Owens, Kanye West? What are the odds? I know there are coincidences. But what are the odds that Candace Owens will be around Andrew Tate, Kanye, and then you get up here on the screen and produce such media as if same sex type of these little arguments, these little personal arguments are important. Has me thinking different. Like, whoa, Kanye gets his money stolen and frozen. They get their money stolen and frozen. Maybe these bankers are the ones. Maybe they needed Andrew to put the trafficking on. Press 1. Maybe they needed Andrew Tate to take the fall for what was already in play. He already admitted to all the crimes. Listen to me. He already admitted to all the crimes. He's the perfect scapegoat. He's the perfect scapegoat. One thing I was watching Fresh and Fit, he said, why didn't none of these motherfuckers come out and do this when he had 75? Why ain't going? Like, damn. Okay, so let me think about organized hit. And not just like kill him, but public. Like, it's on him. No, he couldn't have. Yes, he did. It was the biggest story. No. Candace is defending him, right? She not speaking bad in the light of Andrew Tate. And she didn't speak bad of Kanye. It's like washing your hands of it, per se. And she can just wiggle her way out by saying what? Oh, no. I don't even know how I knew Andrew Tate. It was just, I met him through a friend of my husband, and I don't want to say his name because it doesn't matter. Well, you told us exactly, because now we have the friend of your husband on the screen. Press 1. You know, I don't even have to go into investigating anybody else. My thing is what's given to me in the public. So Rico, I enjoy all of the other banks and may have invested. I don't know nothing about that. Don't want that. Don't care for it. What I want is this circle right here. I don't want the banks. No. No. I want this group right here. I want to know who the assistant is. I want to know how Candace Owens is playing so many different sides. There you go, Black Pride. I just said it, how Candace is playing so many different sides, so many different angles under the mask of, oh, hi, I'm just an innocent person who's just sitting behind the screen doing nothing. But in real life, she was advocating for Glorify. She's I think she was CEO or co-chairwoman or something of the sort. And that's just digital banking. Okay, so Andrew is speaking of digital banking. He says, hey, look, Lloyd's, y'all froze my account. He has it. Hey, Lloyd's, y'all froze my account. That's what got me thinking, like, wait. Slow down, Kev. Let's really think now. I know you're doing your entertainment thing, but let's think for a second here. Let's put it all together, and let's ask some serious questions. Is the Matrix really just a network of high sorority people? These people, when they came after Tate, I mean, they set him up. Is that what y'all want to say? Is that what it is? Did they set him up? By what? How would they have set him up? The only way Tate is innocent, the only way Tate has any credibility, is if he was recruited by Candace Owens, and he let us know if he was recruited by Candace Owens. That's the number one person from the GBI. Press 1. GBI Network says, I want to know if this is all augmented reality and like simulated life kind of thing, and you're gonna be like superhero if you make it out of this type of thing, right? But what if they really tried to get him? And what if he was got by the same people that was around him? All the pretty girls. Who lured his ass right on in. The same girls who was already in the business any damn way. Who got fetishes any damn way. Who got it anyway. And they lured your high charismatic, money-making ass right on in. That's what I thought they did to Kevin Samuels. We just got around him, and that was all she wrote. Candace Owens and their team got around. Who's the assistant? Who's the assistant? Shout out to Teresa. Shout out to you. You helped this program well worth it, Miss Teresa. Thank you for that Cash App and those who contribute to the page. Gracias. Now you got to think, did they pull a heist over Tate? Remember, Bitcoin. Press 1. Bitcoin. Untraceable. They probably just robbed him. It's not. It's they probably just robbed him. They probably had Bitcoin, all that shit up in there. Press one. Think of it. Think of it. Got the girl around him. It doesn't matter why her parents. This ain't to find out why her parents ain't raised her class. Get up out of here, Dia Dash. You're not a factor here. You're not a contributor here. And this is not a place where you can just say wild shit like, I wonder why this or her parents didn't do this. Sorry for your luck. This is more of an investigative procedure here. Lots of questions, lots of serious answers, lots of real shit. So I apologize if you thought this was a place where you can just come over here and gossip and do whatever you want to on YouTube. Go find somebody else to do that. We put in too much work. It's a lot of thought that goes into these shows and creating this and research and and it's a real beautiful thing. And we're going to stay that way all year. Focus. We got to stay focused all year. Not 10 days, not 1 month, all year. Just focused on whatever is at hand. Whatever is being uncovered in 2023. You got to stay focused. Do I know Candace did this? No. But we can ask questions. How are you always in the middle of these men going to jail or losing large sums of money and this one and that one? How? And you're married, right? You're just some married woman. Real married women don't know Andrew Tate, this person, internet personality on television. What are you doing in these circles and when you're the one talking about the same individuals? How are you setting up a website for anti-bullying and collecting data on individuals but claiming to be American? Are you a fucking communist? Are you like a spy? Like, how are you advocating for the collection of data yet mad at NSA? If you can't do that. How are you anti-Trump, anti-Republican, and then one day go out and meet your husband? Now you're Republican and stand for Trump. And we were telling you this is a blackface. They just used her, and it wasn't Donald Trump didn't use her. No, these people, the Lloyds of London, trying to infiltrate our social construct over here, trying to remain in as much power as they can. And they got their little minion. He's not even American. She's not even American. She married a Briton dude. He's from London. She's from over there now. Bye-bye.
Unknown caller.
KevRow University, you on the air. What up?
Sure, I'm looking into something. This is Brian King. I'm
What?
looking into something called disgrace insurance, and it's backed by Lloyds of London. And this, when you just said that thing about, okay, let me slow down because it was something you said just made me research this, and I'm connecting the dots with Lloyds of London because they offer something called disgrace insurance. Basically, celebrities and different big time people who got a lot of money, they invest in these type of insurances so that when something happens, when they have contracts with different people, a claim can be filed. For instance, people who was in business with Bill Cosby and he came out with those charges and stuff, it was claims filed against him for that disgrace insurance. So basically, companies will get money when somebody goes down for something crazy and something in a disgraceful manner. It's insurance. Yes, sir.
They put
Yes, sir.
disgraceful insurance on you.
Yes, sir. Remember how everybody keep on saying they got life insurance on you, they got insurance on you, they got this, that, and
So
the third.
tell me
It's
something.
different types of
So
insurance.
tell me something. In the world where people can be disgraced all over the place and shamed, and you can lose it all at one time.
Yep.
That's what they're
Yep.
trying to create for social media. So you can lose all your credibility and be shamed. That'll be all your coins gone, all your points gone.
Yep. And your policy will then be claimed on, and you'll probably be taxed on it and stuff, and they'll pay out whoever you're doing business with or whatever. So it's just like setting people up right then and there. Oh, we can get the media to shame you. We can get some girls to come out against you or something like that. Once the media come out, once it's bad for business and the whole world is looking at you bad, and this is hurting business for whoever's working with you, a claim could come out. They still getting paid on the
So
back
they
end.
they can get these
just
claims.
all
They can get these claims against you, and you may not even know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is,
Meaning,
it's like publicly
meaning,
famous.
if you, that's what I'm saying. If you are in the public eye, and you, like me, they can put people around you to collect info, and then publicly shame you with girls, whatever you bite on out there in the world that will disgrace a man in any way.
Yep.
They are there. They will take your ass down, and they have no problems doing so because it's insurance on you. Go ahead.
Yep. Yes, sir. So
Facts.
it's just beating them in a legal way where they can probably, and depending on how much these claims is,
when I was set up and they tried to post something on my social media on Instagram, but my phone wasn't activated, so it wouldn't go through. So when I got out of jail and it was on my phone, they could have disgrace and be like, "Oh, that's 50,000 right out the trust." They can get you.
Yeah.
And you ain't even got to die. You ain't got to do nothing. It's about disgracing the entertainer.
Yes, sir.
I
That's
got
what it is.
you.
It's crediting the person and getting insurance claims on top of that. Yes, sir. Getting money on the back. And that's backed by Lords of London. They're the one that created that disgrace. It's been going on for decades and decades. So, yes, sir.
Incredible. Alrighty. So that's illegal under the 14th Amendment. The 13th Amendment has to be repealed, and we're going to fight for that. That's illegal.
I'm with you. Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir. Thank you.
My man. We're going to talk about that, KevRow University. Make sure you signed up to $30 there, because when university takes off, that's what we are mentally up to, is 13th and 14th Amendment and the release of Lloyds of London and their false insurance and their debt bondage and their slavery and all that comes with offshore debt and bondage and all of these things that's illegal according to the Constitution. Preamble, even much more shit. It's just illegal for these corporations to do so. And under your false history of pilgrimage and stuff, you guys allowed these corporations and banks. You guys just took on the psychologically took on the wrong history. And it knocked you off your mark greatly. But that's okay. We got Kev. Press 1. We got Kev. It knocked you off your mark. Hit that like button and subscribe. Like I'm seeing, I'm seeing not that anybody is perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I can come out and bash Andrew Tate I did that all week, but just look at much deeper. Let me get past that's fucked. You're fucked. Let me get past that. Let me look at this from what they call the legal standpoint, or like with an observer, look at it evenly. Like, okay, so after all that, you're done. What is your defense to that? You know what I'm saying? And what would an attorney have to that? And how would I fight for a person like that that's been put under that kind of, you have to go through that to understand how teens get around individuals and how insurance policies are put on people. It's just not death. One thing I learned about I watched what's that movie where Mortimer and all of them, they put insurance. Eddie Murphy, remember? And Eddie Murphy broke the vase and he says, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that." And they were like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We get it." He said, "We get another one. Don't worry about it." He said, "Oh, so I can do it again?" "No, don't do it again. Not yet. Just that's okay, because insurance on the dumbest shit." And that's what Lloyd's of London probably got record deal insurance on motherfuckers. That's just stupid. Man, it's just stupid. In social media, you guys are watching all of these social media lives play out when it's all insurance game. It's like, what? Trading places. Yeah, trading places. So we're going to look more into it. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I wonder if they had that on Tory. They probably have. They listen. Bingo. It's like a shaming ritual or something, but it's really just an insurance. They probably live in a life where they got to be shamed, right? But they don't even know the record company have this shame. So y'all be thinking y'all probably all believe in some spiritual stuff, and it's all collective, but it's really just an insurance scheme. Maybe Baal is just one big insurance scheme. Maybe this bull. Maybe it's not real. Maybe it's not real. We'll get to that more on Theologian Night at the Road tomorrow. We'll get into it. Maybe that's why you can't serve two masters. Fear is something. But anyway, it was a good conversation. I hope to have more great conversations with y'all. I'm going to get back to my studying, but Andrew Tate, Candace Owens, the banking of Glorify, just the Lloyds of London. This can be a huge scapegoat. Not to say Andrew is innocent. He may have been trafficking legally Hugh Hefner, right? A legal Hugh Hefner, and girls ended up in whatever's going on over there. Could.
Unknown caller.
Candace said her secretary was a perfect candidate for Andrew Tate. So Candace Owens is like, if you say your secretary, the assistant, is a perfect candidate, you're pretty much like, go sign up to be a hoe. Or sign up to be that. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Trev, peace, it's Todd.
What
hey,
up?
It may be a reach, but I got a guess as to who may be that assistant or secretary, whatever.
Who?
Milo, and it's a man, but it's a gay man. Hear me out.
Who is Milo?
Like, he was Kanye's campaign manager. He's like a ideological subverter. Like, he's the epitome of it from what I'm reading. And the connection to Candace Owens is the whole Gamergate thing, which Brian King brought up yesterday. But he is the one that helped Candace Owens helped Candace. Well, he vouched for Candace Owens, him and another dude from Prison Planet, which is Alex Jones and them, which relates to that guy Paul Joseph Watson. But Milo Killinopoulos, it's like a Greek name, but dude got like 3 different names, and he fits into like all layers of the ideological subversion. He's for like the consent of underage, like he's for underage, you know, people having sex with adults.
No, well, I'm not even looking for that. I'm looking for her assistant who was there.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that might be him.
No, because she said introduce her into.
But she's a liar. She's already proven that she's a liar. So that could be a diversionary tactic.
No, she said.
Okay.
No, she said that she. You telling me Andrew? Wait.
It's not far-fetched because all of these people are into that Baphomet type of thing. They into some old.
Wait a minute.
Oh, pardon me.
Wait. See, that's what I'm saying. Where's your proof? You have a lot of like, they're into this and child this and child that. I don't want to hear about that shit. The only one I want to hear is like this. She said that she met the guy at she met Andrew Tate because her assistant.
Right. And think, all right, when did she make the shift? When did she make the shift from being a liberal into a conservative? And when did she start building that up? It was right at that Gamergate. And that's when she was.
Only thing I'm researching is the assistant that was at the place that she met Andrew Tate. That wasn't a gay black man.
It's not a black man.
Huh?
It's a white man.
It's a white man.
It's a white man.
Oh.
Right. He's from England. He is. All right. Let me pull it back up because I almost sent it to you last night.
I don't give a shit about no gay black man. It's a gay white man. Oh, this is okay.
All right. So I'm gonna forward it along to you. His profile. But this dude, he fit the profile outside of being a woman.
But he was her assistant?
Possibly. This is what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is, did he say he was her assistant?
He assisted her in several different points, and it almost seems like he's one of the ones that brought her in to whatever this thing is. Let's call it the alt-right, but they have something else in his bio that talks about something called the alt-light. This guy is connected to the neo-Nazi party in America, so that ties back to when he was when she was having the issues at school that she got paid for. Remember the guy who had called and was talking to her all types of crazy way? Kev, like, I think this is it.
What's your... You know, I got to put you through the fire first. You can't,
I'm going through it. I'm prepared to go through it.
I see you. So, what's his name? Did you send me the information so I can bring it up?
I just now sent it to you. His name is Milo Yiannopoulos. He's tied into Breitbart. He's tied into Prison Planet. Man, he tied. What's the guy's name? The leader of dude gave him the Hell Hitler back down in Virginia when they were marching with the tiki torches. The white nationalists back in University of Virginia in I want to say it's like Blacksburg or something.
Okay, that's why you said he was with the children right there. Okay, I see that in this. Okay, Milo. Yeah. Okay, so he's with them. He's with.
And remember, he was. Yeah, and he was Kanye West's campaign manager. He's the one that sat Kanye down with Donald Trump when they had that dinner that caused all that uproar. And he said he did that just to cause like some problem, like to, you know what I mean? So Trump could have a false start.
So Candace, what that may oh shit. That's why. And then look at him, make America great again. A trafficker. No. Okay, tell me more, Taj. Talk to me, King. Just tell me more. Are you there? Did he his sound went out? He went out. Very interesting. Very interesting. And she don't want to name who it was that was there. I'm gonna do my research on that. Well, they already probably on that like right now. This, as I say, this whole thing is weird and it's deep, and to see the inside of an onion like this is a great time for YouTube, from my perspective, because nobody talks about this. The closest you guys ever got was like Joe Rogan. Nobody sits here and talks about like the inside of, like, we're going to talk about Grid, the Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls assassinations, Grid locked. What were they saying? The subliminal, the feds, CIA, all that shit that was going on back in the 90s. And nobody gets into that like that. So we're going to continue to push that content. Patreon.com/KevGillz TV. Thank you, Brittany, for always posting my links. You guys support the broadcast any way that you can. God bless y'all. So yeah, Taj is right on point. He's right on point. It could be. You know, he can identify as a woman, and she can be like, okay, press one. But then that'll make Candace Owens a hypocrite because she's always against trans rights, which I told you what was going to lead to more trans rights, which is like, what? Well, because Milo probably understands, we get you to go fight against something, gives us something to fight for, gives the state has to approve our fight. You get it? We'll talk about that in a second. So they might have been micro engineering, playing both sides and micromanaging COINTELPRO per se against the American government. You never know. She just denounced Trump. Or did they find out something about Candace Owens y'all just ain't ready for? I don't know. All that and more. Coffee and Kush TV. See y'all Monday. If I can do a show tomorrow, I will. If not, see you Monday. Coffee and Kush TV. Thank you for the support. And as always,